Hello and welcome. Thank you very much for joining in this video. Because I'm currently active in the community and FlutterFlow community, and the address is community.flutterflow.io, and I saw that there's a lot of questions there, and I picked the most 3-4 that I think are the most relevant for today, and I decided to do a video and explaining them to you. So I hope I can do this in regular basis, but I don't know about my time, so we will see. But today I want to show you how you can redirect from a custom function to another page or screen, and also how to use custom login authorization and so to say fake login and registration. So in order to use Firebase and FlutterFlow push notifications, if you don't want to actually use the authorizations of the users provided by the FlutterFlow. And for example, if you have your own authentication system and backend already in place. I had a video done for this, but there is actually a much better way to do this, and that's why I included this video, because there are more people asking about this. And after that, there are a lot of people asking how I can how actually can I differentiate users from admin or moderator or regular user when a user log in to your app to redirect them in the according place where you want them to go. For example, the regular user will go to a home screen, a page, and the admin user will go to admin page. And then there are a lot of people asking about the custom, not a custom, but like a JSON type. Can I accept the JSON type in the API calls? Because currently right now this is restricted, but I can show you how you can do it with a code. And actually the final thing I will talk about today is just testing how you can test your custom code, which is very important actually. Okay, so first thing first, how to redirect. I will actually show you a code. I will not write code right now because this video will be too long to watch. So just show you the code, explain the code, and then you can see the code under this video. There will be a link to the code from my GitHub account. So yeah, so let's begin with redirecting to other pages from custom functions. So if I start my project, this is my demo project, and if I go to custom functions, this is my custom function. I will just show you a random custom function, for example, custom registration that I just created. And it's very important if you want to currently right now in the current status of FlutterFlow, you need to check the exclude from computation because this box actually don't know about your project and your project files. So for example, if you want to redirect the user to a welcome screen, which is actually a widget because everything in Flutter is a widget, and in FlutterFlow the pages are widgets as well. So if you want to redirect, for example, in my case, welcome page, it's a welcome widget, and you need to import the widget as well. It's normally it's dot slash, and then the name of the page, in my case widget, and then widget underscore welcome slash welcome underscore widget dart. This is the path. If you're wondering what will be the path to your page, this will be the path. And for example, if your page is called admin, it will be this will be changed to admin slash admin underscore widget dart. So don't mind about those errors right now. It's about that this box, as I said, don't know about your code and your project. So don't worry about that. Just hit save, and then you see, for example, in my case, custom registration. You see here that custom registration is executed from compilation and may contains error. Don't worry about it. If you're able to run the project, like in my case, you can see it right now. Yeah, you can see it right now. I'm able to run it. You don't have to worry about it. Or if you are able to download the code, you don't worry about it. Everything should be working fine. And so this is the first thing about this video, how to redirect to another page. As I said, make sure you click this. This is the code to redirect, and you have to import the page you want to redirect to. So this is the first part. This is the first part of the video. We'll now talk about the second part of the video, the custom login, authorization, fake login, and email, and sorry, and registration and login. So a lot of people are actually using their own authentication, like a backend authentication or something like this. So I will take you through what I created. I have a form, like a normal form with the email and password. Of course, it could be anything. You could be, in my case, I have it in one screen, but you can have it in two separate screens or wherever you want. At name or date, like a birthday date or wherever you want to. But the most important fields are the email and the password, of course. And when you go to the register button, you have to click open, and then the backend call. For example, if you are using your backend to authentication your users, you can just do your API call right here, and then you can for the second action create a custom action, which in my case is called custom registration. So let me go to the custom registration. So custom registration, again, make sure you exclude from compilation. Sorry, it's a hard word for me, but yeah, make sure you do this, and then get the email and a form of string, and list this false, and then you can use it from here. You can see it from here. You can use it, and then the code that you need, it's this one. It's create account with email, and then you have to. It's very important. You have to import this Dart file, which is actually the logic behind the create account with email. And then you need to use the context, so include the build context as well. This is it's from here, and then the email, which is coming from here, and then this third parameter is actually the password, and this is the part that you can use your own password. Not your own, but a fake password that you create. So in my case, every account is created with a password that will be the same password for every account. Don't worry about that, because you can simply go to your register button, and then when you have the API call, you can simply add a conditional statement and say if the user login successfully to your backend, then register it to Firebase. So don't worry about that. You need to register them only if your backend is successful. But yeah, in my case, I'm just registering them. So when you register them, you check if user is successful registered, and then you can navigate to the home page in my case. And what is going on with the login? So the login, if I go to the login page, you have again the backend. So you will log in the user according to your backend. This is a simple API in my case, but you have like your API and get your email, and get your password to check if they are correctly written. And you can have again a conditional statement and check if the password and the email and the password are correctly. And if they're correct, then execute the custom action. And the custom action, it's actually a custom login is the name of the action. If I go over here, you need a couple of things actually. Just make sure the both buttons are clicked here. Get the email, because this is important. You need the email or which user is registered and want to log in. So you need the email, and then you get the login user call, which is logging the user in Firebase. And then this is actually the user, and the password again. So you get the context from here, and the email from the parameter, and the password is the same. So this is very important. This password needs to be the same. This string, which is the password, needs to be the same on the both place, the both custom registration and custom login, in order this to work. Because if they are not the same, it will give you an error when a user tries to log in. It will just give you an error. So after that, again, redirect them to your login page or wherever page you need to redirect them to. This actually, it's not relevant because yeah, this is not relevant, but the authentication utility, you need to import that. The email authentication, sorry, you need to import that. This is the page that I need to import that in order to work. And finally, the API call. I'm actually not using API calls here, to be honest, so I think you don't need to import that. But yeah, if you import it, doesn't matter, it will just work. So yeah, I'll show you later how you can check your custom actions and for errors, which is very important. So when you have your both actions, custom registration and custom login, you can set them like I said, and this custom action, when custom login, will actually redirect the user to the page that you want. In my case, the page is welcome. And when the user comes to welcome, you need to click. You need to not click anywhere. So you have this page scaffold properties, and then go to actions, and then open the actions. Yeah, or just, I don't know why it's not opening, because this is a bug in FlutterFlow right now. But yeah, so the thing that you need is on page load, and then custom action. And then the action that you need. So yeah, actually this is it. Sorry, this is it. So this is the part for the custom login and the authentication and register. This is all about it. And then we go to the third part actually, which is a lot of users asked if they have admin, or if they have like a moderator or whatever, and they want to actually, for this example, they want to, if it's a normal user, go to the home page, but if it's an admin, go to upload successfully, for example. Or this page could be admin or whatever. So if it's the user, it's logged in successfully or registered, doesn't matter, and they will go to this page, which is your home page, your in my case, welcome page, and from here you can create a custom action again, which is this custom action if admin, check both as well again, and then you need one argument. This argument will be admin. So in my case, I'm going, if I go to the users collection in Firebase, it's from here, Firestore, and then users, and then I created one field which is admin, for example, like this, admin, and then boolean. It have to be a boolean, and then, or whatever you wanted. But yeah, for the simplicity of this video, let's say it's a boolean, and then a single element, and then create. This is how I create this element. And then when you're done, you can actually go to if admin and create a custom function. In my case, if admin, check both, as I said, and then get the admin for like an argument to this function, to this custom action, sorry. And this admin will be the user.admin. So this is coming from the users, and it's .admin. So you need to import this one, because this is the page that I'm going. In my case, it's upload a successful widget. If you're wondering why I have this package and then the name of the package and then upload underscore successful, upload underscore successful widget, it's because for every couple of capital letter, they need to be underscore. And also there is two ways actually you can import your pages inside any custom function, to be honest. And one way is to add like a package that, and you're the name of the package, and then slash, and then the name of the page. And the other way is actually, this is actually the same thing. It could be like this. You can add it like this. So this, and I will copy it. Oops. So this and oops, sorry. This and this should be the same thing. I will not do it twice because that doesn't make any sense. But this and this should be the same thing. And then you need the authentication utility, which is actually this function over here. This to get access to the current user, which is current user document, and then .admin. And first we need to check if this actually exists, because in your database, in your Firebase, you will have a lot of users, for example, and not all the users will have an admin. Not all the users can have an admin added like an admin field. For example, in this case, in this user, I did not add an admin field. And for this user, I added an admin field. And for this user, I can make it, okay, let's make it on false. And if it's false, it's okay. And if it's true, it's actually it's also okay. But if it doesn't exist, for like in this case, so admin doesn't exist at all, you have to first check if it exists or not. If it doesn't exist, then don't do anything. And then second argument you need to check is that if the current user .admin, which means if it's true. So if you have this user, for example, if it's true, then continue. But if you have this one, if it's false, then this will get false, this will be true, and this will be false, and this will not get inside this code at all. So you need both of them, and then you need you can redirect to any page you want in your project. In my case, I'm redirecting them to upload successfully. So if I go to my the editor again, and here is on page load, I have if admin, and I'm getting actually the admin from authentication user and then admin, because I have like a couple of things I can get it from. But if it's a boolean, like in my case, then it's very simple. Just click admin, because you need a boolean and this is a boolean. And then if this is true, actually, it will be redirected. The user logged in will be redirected to upload successfully. So, so this is the third part of the video, and I will now show you if this is working. I tried it, I tested it, and it was working, but let me test right now. So first things first, I'll create a new user. It will be called like, I don't know, like a random Ivan user. Oops. And I'll just create a custom like a demo 12345 password. You can see it over here, and then I'll register this user. And when I register this user, it will go to the upload screen, to the welcome screen in my case, the welcome screen. And it's not actually going to the upload screen because my user, I have to find actually my user right now. It's Avon. Maybe there is a better way to find it, but I don't know. So I'll find it like, yeah, so this one, it's Avon. So because this Avon doesn't have an admin field right now, it will just go to the normal welcome screen. And if I try to log in right now, so if I create Avon, and then I hope I remember the passwords on it. And the password should be demo123456, I think. And then login. Yeah, and I'm getting to the same page, which is normal because this user is not an admin. But what about if I make this user an admin? So first I will show you if this user it's not an admin, and I'll do it like this. Now log in again. So it's admin@gmail.com. I'll copy that for the second time. So demo123456, login. And again, it's not an admin. It's going to the welcome screen. But if I try right now, and first I have to make it admin, of course. So I make it admin. I'll make it admin, and then demo 12345 And now, if everything is working fine, it should go to the, yeah, you can see it. It went to the upload successful screen, which is this page over here. So it's this page over here. So yeah, this code worked, and this is how you can make your users go to another route page, so to say, or route your users to another page using FlutterFlow, Firebase, and custom actions. And one of the last things that I want to talk about is the accept any type from API-Co. And in this case, I will try to explain you how you can accept actually, how you can make a custom API-Co and accept any type. So in this case, I will accept the JSON type, because right now, if you go to API-Cos and create a new API-Co, and I don't know, like demo 123. I like demo, I don't know why. I cannot write 123. Okay, letters. Okay, so this is, and if I go to parameter, and this is actually the problem. The problem right now, right here, is the value type. I can only have string, integer, double, boolean, image, path, video path, and audio path. But some users want to be able to add the JSON path, JSON, not path, but just JSON type. And how you can do this is actually using a custom action again. But yeah, so using custom action, in my case, this custom action is called JSON data type. The return type, it's JSON, but you can actually return you can do anything with your JSON inside here. As long as you want, and wherever you want, to be honest. But this is just a demo, just to show you that you can actually accept JSON type in your API-Cos. So in this example, you need to both actually check those both. Probably this, you don't need this, to be honest, but yeah, I just check it anyway. Yeah. So yeah, both check both Don't worry about the errors here, as I said, because this is a box that doesn't know about your code outside this box. So don't worry about that. As it says, it says over here, as it says over here. And then the return type, as I said, you can return anything. You can turn like string or datetime or whatever you want to from your JSON. And then the type you want to get is actually a .json file, because if you want to get a JSON, if you don't want to get a JSON or latitude or longitude or Google Place or wherever, or document reference or wherever you want to, just you have to change the value on line over here, which is the line 6. And the JSON type, it's dynamic. And if you're wondering what are the other types and how can I know them actually, what type it's, for example, what type is date time, timestamp, timestamp. So if you're wondering what type it's timestamp. Oh, I cannot say this. Okay, so you can actually, how you can do this? So it's yeah, you can actually create a custom local state and create like demo, because all know that I love demos, and just create it like timestamp and click OK, and I created a timestamp. And then if I go over here and go to take this from a value, and I'll use the value. Actually, I don't know if I can use this value because this should be a string, but let me try that out. Probably, yeah, demo. Okay, it's letting me using it. Okay, and I don't know, like this, and then save. Then go over here, and if I click over here, you can actually, probably you cannot see it over from here, but you can actually see it from when you export this to, yeah, probably there is a better way to see what is the type of it. But yeah, you can actually write Dart types, and you can actually see all the types over here. It'll be an easier thing to do actually, maybe. So yeah, it's not type types, data types maybe. So yeah, you can see it over here. It's num, strings, booleans, and you can see it over here, for example. But yeah, so yeah, let me just sorry about that, but let me just show you what I mean. So in this case, it's JSON. It's a dynamic type, which is a JSON type, and string. It's this drop type. It's a string. So this is a string with a capital letter. And then this is actually the this class is actually the API code that I will do. And this is actually I'm executing this API code, and I'm getting actually a return statement from the API code. If I'm getting any return statement from the API code, because sometimes API codes don't return anything if you don't want them to, or just they don't return. If you're creating a user, maybe you just want to create a user or update the table, and you don't need the user, just want to update it, for example. But in this case, if you're returning something and then finally you can return this data that is coming from this API code. And it's very simple actually to implement this. Let me just delete this one, and then if I get to the custom action, and I can say I want to use the JSON type, and here I can use the JSON, but right now I don't have any JSON type, so I cannot show you, but yeah, you know what I mean. Probably you get what I mean. But from here you can actually get the JSON, and then from the output value you get the output value of the, so this will be the return data And then I think you can use this return data in, and for example, here probably. It will be from action outputs and the return data, and then the JSON path. And you can say like, because it's a JSON, you can say like, I don't know, like a name. Oops, name. And this is how you can use this actually. So yeah, it's giving me an error because I used like a random simple data, and that's why it's giving me an error. So delete that one. But if you use a JSON, it will be fine. It will not give you any errors. And I'll delete this one because it's giving me an error because it doesn't know where it's have to get that information from. But yeah, and just to know, ignore those errors in the future. Probably they will make warnings instead of errors, so you know that when you have a error, you cannot run the project. But when you have errors, you can actually run the project. And going to the final thing about I wanted to talk today, it's the test your functions and how you can test your functions. Best way it's to download your code. You can download your code and you can actually run the functions in any IDE you prefer. In my case, I'm running Android Studio. Sorry, I'm running Android Studio, and what I actually like to do is write the function over here. So, for example, I'll give you an example. If this if admin, I want to write a custom action, and this custom action is called if admin. I will just go over here. Create the action without anything, so it will be like it will be like this if you don't import anything. So it will be like this. So a clean custom action, click on this button, then create it, then it will be a clean when you create it for the first time. Of course, it will be a clean without this code and without this import and without this import and without any import actually at all. And then download the code, open it in your IDE. This is how I'm doing it actually, so that's why I'm wanting to explain you. Then download it in your IDE and then start writing your code over here. And then after that, only copy and paste the code that you need. So in my case, for example, if I want to make it so the user, if it's an admin, go to some place, but if I can say if else and say, okay, else what I want to do else I want to go to await navigation, navigator that push and remove unit, and then I have the context, and then here I want to say here I want to say what do you want to, where do you want to go? So material, it should be a material page route, because it's very easy actually to do it here, because if you do any error, you'll get a notification, and you actually see what is going on, which is very convenient. So this is so you need the context, and then the page, it will be upload successfully widget. And if I click over here, it's actually importing this automatically. You can see it over here. It just imported that automatically, and actually using the right path and the right import, which is great. And then I have to write this error and then false. I don't know if I wrote this correctly, but let me see. It gives an error. what is the error. You can see now the error. You have 3 positions argument expected, but 2 found. So in my case, I can easily see what's going on, and I can see the errors, which are great, and I can easily structure the code so I can see what is my error. In my case, I missed this, and this should be like this. So if I click save, it's automatically formatted the code, and everything it's working fine right now. If I made any mistake, like I did, like I don't know, like here I wrote like 2, and I'll get an error. It says sorry, but I don't know what is this this widget. I don't have any information about that. But if I write some non-existing page, but if I write a page that exists, so for example, this page will be home, or maybe welcome widget, and then it says, okay, yeah, yes, I get this welcome widget and I import it over here. So when you're done, you can actually copy the whole part that you written, and then just put it over here and click save, and you're done. So yeah, that's it for today. If you have any questions, let me know, and thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your day and keep on Flutter floating. What is that?